I know, I know. Another Elias Pettersson trade update. But just when you thought the chatter was dying down, not. Canucks GM Ryan Johnson just added more fuel to the fire. From finding solutions to his honest dialogue with PD, the signals coming out of Vancouver are shifting fast. Is a blockbuster move finally inevitable, or is this all just smoke and mirrors? We're breaking down the latest reality of the situation right now. So let's head on over to an article from the Daily Hive. This one written by Rob the Hockey Guy. And he says, Pettersson trade not close, but Canucks GM is trying to find solutions. Will he stay or will he go? Ultimately, it's of course up to Elias Pettersson himself, but so far, Vancouver Canucks general manager Ryan Johnson is keeping his options open. Pettersson has not been asked to waive his no-trade clause yet, according to Czech's Rick Dhaliwal. Lots of chatter, but don't believe anything is close. Here's the tweet from Dhaliwal from early yesterday morning, time of this recording, technically this morning. Lots of Elias Pettersson trade talk, but as of now, he has not been asked to waive his no-move clause to go anywhere. Lots of chatter, but don't believe anything is close. Johnson was asked about Pettersson in an interview with Sportsnet's Ian McIntyre, which we will take a look at, with the Canucks GM noting he's trying to find solutions for both the player and the team. Time will tell if the solution keeps Pettersson in Vancouver. I've wanted to make sure there's a clear dialogue, clear honesty, while trying to find solutions that benefit both the player and the hockey club at the same time, Johnson said. Johnson's tone appeared to differ for Filip Hronek, who he noted is really adamant that he wants to be part of the solution. Canucks GM went on to indicate that if they trade Pettersson, it will not be a salary dump. They would require something of value in return. While Pettersson comes with a $11.6 million cap hit, the salary cap is rising, of course. Pettersson, as we know, has 6 years left on his current contract, which contains a full no-movement clause. Prevailing wisdom is that the 27-year-old would benefit from a change of scenery, something that Elliot Friedman also echoed, following the two worst seasons of his NHL career. But we're now 2 weeks clear of the NHL draft. If there's a trade to be made, wouldn't it have been made by now? Now let's take a look at the full quotes from Ryan Johnson from that Ian McIntyre article. I have it right here. So let me just bring this up. Make sure everything's all good. There we go. So here's the actual question that was asked to Ryan Johnson by Ian McIntyre. You've been asked about Elias Pettersson every time you've been available to the media, so we'll keep that streak going. There has been lots of conjecture this week about potential interest from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Trade rumors involving Pettersson have been going on for 2 years. Do you need to find closure either with a trade or a declaration that he will remain part of the Canucks for the next while? Here is Johnson's full answer. Without going into details, PD and I have had a very open dialogue, something we heard a couple months ago. Since I've come on board, a real sense of just being honest without judgment. I have a ton of respect for PD, his journey, and how he's gotten to this point. It's not just PD, but with every player in our group, I have to consider what's best for the organization. I've wanted to make sure there's a clear dialogue, clear honesty, while trying to find solutions that benefit both the player and the hockey club at the same time. That same quote that we talked about in the earlier article. So that is the latest update on Elias Pettersson coming from Ryan Johnson himself. He's keeping the dialogue open with PD. He's being honest without judgment, which is a complete different take than Jim Rutherford and Patrick Oveen. They obviously judged him because of his, training habits and whatnot. It doesn't look like Ryan Johnson is, doing the same thing. He's being honest with them without judging Pettersson. Now, of course, probably in the next month or so, we're going to be hearing about, his off-season training maybe and what he's been doing this off-season. As far as I know, he's didn't enter the off-season with an injury. I could be wrong. I might have to, double check that. But as far as I know, he's healthy. But it is going to be very interesting to see what Pettersson looks like when he comes into training camp. I know we all talked about last offseason where, he put on 6 kilos or something like that. He put on some weight. Maybe he continues that. and puts on some more weight. And of course, myself personally, I've always been saying, yes, I keep doing these videos talking about trade updates because it gets people talking, but I'm also not of the opinion that he needs to be traded like now. Like, I'm willing to give him a chance with Manny Malhotra as the coach and see how he performs under Manny. And if he's what he's been the last 2 seasons, then yeah, you move him, or at least try to move him. And hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he was dealt at the deadline if he, plays the same way that he has in the last 2 years and doesn't improve. But I'm also hoping that he does improve under Manny, and Manny is able to unlock or figure out whatever has been, ailing him for the last two seasons and why he has not been the same PD that we saw in the past. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know your guys' thoughts on what Ryan Johnson said when it comes to Elias Pettersson, about the open dialogue, being honest without judgment, and, just having clear dialogue with PD when it comes to a trade. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And of course, if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, on your way out, you can like the video and subscribe to the Line Change for more Canucks, NHL, and off-season related content. You can also become a member of the Line Change by smashing that join button. And now a quick and important message from our friends over at DraftKings. It all came down to it, a best-of-6 battle that saw the Carolina Hurricanes emerge as the Stanley Cup champions. Now as we enter the offseason, DraftKings has you covered every step of the way. The DraftKings Sports app is now available in all 50 states and includes all markets. Sweat every shift of the series all in one place with one app. New DraftKings customers sign up with code THPN, spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code THPN in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Bet with DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, bet text pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Void in Ontario. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Sportsbook bonus bets expire in 7 days. $50 in predictions dollars issued weekly for 3 weeks expire in 1 year. Redeem one non-withdrawable reward. Availability varies. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends June 28. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
Once again, thank you guys for watching. Again, if you liked this video, hit that like and hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.